How you doing, everybody? My name is Bob. They call me Blue. And a little bit about my history real quick. I spent about 29 years in the United States Army. I retired in 2014, and I moved to Florida, Central Florida, and just went to work. And in the summer of 2019, I started getting a sore throat. I was traveling quite a bit with work, so I kind of blew it off probably a little bit more than I should have. At some point in the early fall, I went to see my primary care provider. He put me on a couple of regimens of antibiotics that did not work. He gave me a referral to an ENT. Went and seen the ENT. He gave me a referral to a robotic surgeon, a cancer robotic surgeon. And on the 11th of September, after having a biopsy, I was officially diagnosed with stage 3 tonsillar squamous cell carcinoma. And that's what brought us here to my channel, Living with Throat Cancer. So I had another channel that I just simply named Blue, but as you can imagine, that wasn't driving the kind of traffic to the channel I was hoping for. And by the way, before I continue, I'm a Christian, so this channel is not so much about me. It's about getting the word out about this nasty disease and putting out some content that hopefully people that get diagnosed with a head and neck cancer can find some respite, find some decent information about what the next steps are and what they could possibly be facing. Okay, so I say that because also the first thing you're going to see, I try to put God first in my life and everything that I do. I don't always succeed at that, but you will see in most of my videos, especially starting recently and going into the future, you'll see the first thing I do and talk about is God. All right, so going back to cancer, so I was diagnosed on the 11th of September 2019, stage 3, and they put a port in my chest, which is just where they can simply attach the chemotherapy needle, and they put a tube in my abdomen into my stomach, so I can use a feed tube because the result of chemotherapy often is that you don't want to, you can't eat my mouth, you get sores, your food tastes terrible, so that all happened to me. And then I went through induction chemotherapy on the 19th of October, in October 2019, and that's nothing more than a massive dose of chemotherapy to try to initially decrease the size of the tumor. And then I started regular chemotherapy from November of 2019 to January of 2020. So that December, 2.5 months, I went once a week and I got chemotherapy, and they laid me down on the table, put a mask over my face, bolted me down on the table, and gave me very, very targeted radiation therapy. And that did a pretty good job of taking care of the cancer. We thought it was gone, but a PET scan in April showed that it had come back. So in late April of 2020, I had a radical tonsillectomy. And a regular tonsillectomy just means they go in and cut off the tonsil, right? A radical tonsillectomy, they go in and take all the surrounding tissue and muscle, and also they check your lymph nodes. And if your lymph nodes are involved, they cut you open and remove all that too, which I had a lymphectomy as well. By November of 2020, we found out through a series of maintenance PET scans and CAT scans that cancer had returned. It had spread to my lung in my chest, my right lung in my chest, and that meant that I was terminally ill. In January of 2021, I was put on Keytruda, which is an immunotherapy drug, basically boosts your immune system. The danger of that is that it can also attack your actual organs. That did not happen in my case, because before that happened, we found out that the immunotherapy in Keytruda was not working. So in April, I was taken off of that, and I was put on the next best thing, or next best regimen of chemotherapy. That's where we're at now. Right now it's mid-May, and so that's where guys, I'm back on chemotherapy. So the next thing for me, if this doesn't work, is the next best thing of chemotherapy or clinical trials. And I can tell you that I followed a guy called Mark Carricker. If you're familiar with Mark, you know the last thing he tried was clinical trials. He just about killed him and made him terminally sick. Matter of fact, he ended up passing away when he came off of that treatment. Shortly thereafter, I should say about 3 months afterwards. So I don't look forward to trying clinical trials, but you know, I'm going to keep my options open, obviously. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping the good Lord will intervene and will give me a stay and get rid of this nasty disease for me. But it's up to His will. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So that's where we're at, guys. I want to say welcome to the channel. If you know anybody that has head and neck cancer, please share my channel with them. And if you'd like me to see, please give my channel a like and subscribe, all right? Thanks, guys, and again, welcome to the channel.